Welcome back. This is the fourth in a video series on cybersecurity program development. All the videos are based on my book, Cybersecurity Program Development for Business, The Essential Planning Guide, published by Wiley. It is available at Amazon and fine booksellers everywhere. Today we're talking threats. Threat refers to the potential of an agent to cause adverse effects on an asset. Now, what's what in this definition? Here's what you need to know. Agents or actors are the bad guys. Attack is the realization of a threat. Vector is the pathway that a threat takes to compromise an asset. Payload is the actual way that the compromise is affected. And there are two main types of threats: external threats and internal threats. Let's start with the internal threats. Why? Because it's the one most likely to affect your average business, and its statistics are getting uglier year over year. First off, there is no typical profile for an internal threat actor except that they have access and means and motive and opportunity. They can be employees, either full-time or part-time. They can be contractors. They may be vendors that require temporary access to your system, such as a telephone vendor. Anyone who has access, whether on-site or remote, presents the possibility of an internal threat. Their means can be many. They can physically exfiltrate the data by removing printouts or sensitive information, even by taking pictures of screen with their mobile phones. If they have the right or wrong privileges, they can copy data onto USB drives or transmit data to their own cloud storage. Motives are equally varied. Internal threats are usually motivated by the same things that motivate external actors, only internal threats have easier access to your systems. Many are motivated by money. Indeed, they may have pressing need for money for any number of reasons. It's a family emergency, a medical debt, drugs, other issues. Others may be motivated by ideology, example, a disagreement on company or state policy, or a sense of right versus wrong. Others, they may still be motivated by personal reasons like disgruntled employees and various psychopathologies, or just the thrill of it all. They may be recruited by the competition or a nation state or any other organization. Or they themselves may be the victims of a crime such as blackmail. One thing is for sure, you need to take internal threats as seriously or even more so than external threats. Speaking of which, who are the external threat agents? Here's a brief list. Number 1, cyber criminals. The motives, show me the money, plain and simple. Number 2, nation states. Motives, cyber warfare or intellectual property theft, competitive intelligence gathering, and the like. Number 3, corporations. The motives is cyber corporate warfare or intellectual property theft, competitive intelligence gathering, stealing. Number 4, hacktivists. The motives are activism of one sort or another, not always altruistically motivated, but sometimes yes. Others, number 5, cyber fighters. Motives, nationally motivated patriots like the Yemen and the Iranian cyber army. Number 6, cyber terrorists. The motives are fear and chaos, terrorists by any other name. And number 7, script kiddies. These are the kids that hack for the fun of it, and they cause havoc either intentionally or not. At this point in the game, you have a good sense of your assets, both at the enterprise level and at the business unit level. So spend some time and think, who on this list is the most likely agent for an attack? Don't forget the internal threat and assign a numerical value from 1 to 4, ranging from least likely to somewhat likely to very likely to extremely likely. This will create your threat ranking spreadsheet, and this will be used to guide you when you pick your controls and choose which risk to accept. In terms of my bias and recommendations, I'd consider the insider as a very likely agent and money extortion as the primary motive. Start there. Now keep in mind that threats are tracked and ranked by thousands of incredible professionals worldwide. For example, ENISA, the European Union Agency for Network and Information Security, produces an annual ranking with year-over-year comparisons and rank changes. In their ranking, malware and web-based attacks are the top 2, with phishing and ransomware rising year-over-year. What else do you need to know? It depends on your company specifics. One thing to consider, though, is subscribing to a threat intelligence feed, some of which are free for the public. They typically give you real-time or close to it insight on what kind of malware has just been released, what new vulnerabilities have been discovered, and what's being done to address them, what attacks are in progress right now, and what's the current buzz on the dark web. More sophisticated threat intelligence subscriptions will integrate this information with what's happening inside your own organization and provide you with insight from everything from the state of your equipment to who is accessing and what, when, and any kind of abnormal behavior and traffic that's going on there. For more information, please watch the rest of my short videos and check out my book, Cybersecurity Program Development for Business, The Essential Planning Guide. And you can always reach me and ask me questions by visiting cybersecurityforbusiness.com. Thank you.